Are humans finally ready for a quantum leap of consciousness, technology, and to become the next generation humans that use all the brain capacity? Let's find out.
What's Katakana? Hi everyone, it's OTOHA. Welcome back to Angel's Happy Hub. So the name Katakana keeps popping up in the Japanese Google and YouTube world whenever I'm online researching on topics related to spirituality, especially the past couple of years. But right now, it seems like the trending topic. So I've known about it for at least a few years, but I didn't really look into it. I've been researching on this Katakana thing for the past 3 months, and it's really amazing. It's
Katakana is the name of an ancient language in an extremely advanced civilization similar to Atlantis from the prehistoric age around 20 to 12,000 years ago that is now believed to have existed in Japan. The Katakana letters look like this. Discovered by a genius physicist Kogetsu Narasaki, who found a document of Katakana in 1949. Here's the gist of how it happened. Narasaki met a hunter named Toji Hira while researching Earth's electricity. Hira asked Narasaki to stop the research because the animals were getting uncomfortable. Narasaki immediately stopped. Hira was grateful and invited Narasaki to show him a mysterious scroll that had long been passed on by his ancestors. Hira's father was a Shinto priest, and he said the scroll was tightly guarded family treasure in the spirit of a deity. The letter looked like the 8-meter writing of the ancient Japanese characters, which was said to have been used by an ancient tribe called Ashia-tosan. Another name was Ashia people. Ashia-tohan was mentioned by Narasaki's Tao master in China. Narasaki got a permission to hand copy the contents from the scroll with Hira's attendance. This manuscript became the Katakana literature that is known in Japan today. Narasaki spent several decades decoding and translating the letters while referring to other ancient Japanese literatures, including Kojiki. As it turned out, the writing was like an ancient myth on the surface, but also revealed astonishing information about the creation process of the universe, a kind of an ultra science book containing information that could be explained by the theories of the modern physics, superstring theory, quantum physics, theory of relativity, and yet still beyond the scope of today's technology. Katakana alphabet is made up with 48 letters, just like modern Japanese alphabet. Katakana utahi is made up with 80 spirals. They all have similar rhythm as tanka poems like 5757. Katakana utahi contains information about the structure of the universe, the dual structure of the visible and invisible worlds, quantum world that today's science can't fully explain yet. Everything being made up with elemental particles, clues to unveiling the superstring theory.
Among the 80 spirals, which are numbered like spiral 1, spiral 2, the number 5, 6, and 7 are the most famous one because of their amazing healing power on the human body. And the spiral number 5 is about the creation of the universe, how the matter gets created. Fascinating, isn't it?
Hi, Andrew here. Let me give you a little history lesson on the Japanese prehistoric age. Right around the end of the Ice Age in Japan, there is a time period called Jomon period. The translation for Jomon is cord-marked pottery. A human named Edward Morse found a bunch of potteries marked with cords from this time period, and the Japanese botanist Yatabe translated to be Jomon. Anyway, this Jomon period lasted from 14,000 BC to 1000 BC, which means this time period lasted a whopping 13,000 years with no war. Kinda remind me of the Garden of Eden.
Next is what the spirals are saying. Spiral 5. Hifumiyoi means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the number 1 to 5 represents the invisible or the latent world. And Mawarite-me-kuru means a spiral turning clockwise and counterclockwise. Munayakoto means 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the number from 6 to 10 represent the visible world. So this part will be translated like the spiral of the invisible latent world, which is turning clockwise, and the spiral of the visible world, or the third dimension, which is turning counterclockwise, are interacting. And moving on to the next phrase, Au no suheshire katachisaki, which is translated as when both spirals merge, their forms break off. The next phrase, Sora ni morokese, translated as spreading throughout the universe, is the next phrase, Yuenu o, which is translated as untangled string. The string here means a superstring theory kind of string, I guess. The next phrase, Haetsu inehon katakamuna, which is translated like which are produced or made by Katakamuna. Next phrase, Makatama no. By the way, what is Makatama? Makatama is one of the 3 secret treasures, origin of yin and yang symbol, which represent both the invisible and the visible worlds, the whole oneness or the whole universe. In the next phrase, Ame no minakanoshi, takami musuhi, kamumi musuhi. So these Ame no minakanoshi and takami musubi and kamumi musubi are the name of gods that appeared in Kojiki, the Japanese ancient literature. But what these quote-unquote gods actually represent are the elemental particles, the up quarks, 2 down quarks, which makes up a hadron or proton. In the last phrase, Misumaru no tama, which will be translated like the resulting sphere or an orb, which will be obviously hadron or the proton. Well, I'm sure it's a lot to digest. In the next video, I will show you how Katakana and other prehistoric Japanese words can be amazing for healing your body and to manifest whatever you desire fast. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe.
Until next time, bye!